Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. Hey guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a daily coin analysis. Today I'm going to be talking about SRM. This is a decentralized exchange on Solana, and it's headed by Sam from FTX. Really big project that launched in the decentralized finance summer and then had the nasty retrace. So let's just go through the BTC pair first. As I said before, this launched in the summer of decentralized finance in 2020. Oh, by the way, this is not financial advice at all. I am not an expert. Do your own research. So this launched in the summer of 2020 where price just blitzed up from the start, and this is when DeFi was really strong. I remember buying this one actually during this consolidation period, and I didn't sell on the peak because I was greedy and I thought this was just going to keep going higher. I did sell right around like here or so on the way down, and this is just like overall like a pretty decent project though, in my opinion. I mean, really, decentralized exchanges are very bullish from a fundamental standpoint. I mean, you look at Uniswap and all the other types of exchanges. 1inch has been doing well, Sushi, I mean, yeah, you name it. And with someone like Sam at the helm, it's even more bullish in my opinion. But as with many other decentralized finance coins and really all altcoins in general, this pulled back hugely during the fall of 2020. I mean, here's a good example here of why you should never really get married to your altcoins. This went negative 90% from top to bottom in just a few months. I mean, this is, imagine seeing 90% of your portfolio go to shit. This is like very common for altcoins, and this is going to happen again for many altcoins too. I mean, even a coin like SRM, which has fantastic fundamentals, this still went really low. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that no matter how good your altcoin really is, it's still going to probably have big pullbacks eventually, especially more for your alt BTC pair as well. But this bottomed out in general in the kind of late fall, early winter. And from a technical standpoint, we saw this sort of have a rounded bottom type of reversal. You can kind of see all the selling kind of went away around early mid-January. You could see this happening on lower time frames where there was a lot of selling here as evidence of this bigger sell volume candle on the daily in January 10th. But price didn't really reflect that huge selling. It didn't really go down much farther, which meant that this that the bulls were waking up and that price is about to have a trend change. Generally, at the trend change, you see higher volume at the bottom. So if you were to do this as a replay back then, when you see high sell volume and volume really picking up, this is usually indicative of the end of a trend. And this is also true in a bullish trend too. You'll see that, and this doesn't have huge price history, but you'll see big volume on its last wicks at the end of a trend, and then you'll start to see higher sell volume coming in on lower time frame charts at the end of a bull trend. But here at the end of the bear trend, you also saw high volume. You see high buy volume, high sell volume. What you really want to see is high sell volume followed by buy volume continuing. And that's kind of what we saw here was big high sell volume candle. These were the last sellers at 4,700, and then big buy volume coming in as a follow-up, which is very bullish, of course. So we saw this rounded bottom reversal. Price started to go up. Many altcoins in general were pushing hard in February, or January to February. And then SRM BTC had a nice big pullback. It hit this SR level around 7,700 Satoshis and is now going higher. Where do I view this overall? I mean, I still see SRM as a bullish project in general. It still has a lot of work to do in terms of its old BTC highs. I don't know if it'll get there anytime soon, if ever. It's going to depend a lot on Bitcoin in general and the overall market. Given SRM is a relatively newer coin, I think this is certainly possible to hit its old BTC all-time highs with this pair. But let's see. You know, there's still some resistance levels higher. And with that said, though, I'm still bullish. I still think it's going to break this current area here. This 14K Satoshis area. I think it's going to just keep going higher. In terms of my levels overall, 1950 looks like a interesting area, as well as these former former range high here around 16K. It wouldn't surprise me to see some sort of consolidation between one of these levels. I more suspect it during 16 to 19K. I think it's more likely that price would kind of do something like this and chop around for a little bit and then go higher. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that SRM, I believe, is still a bullish project. I mean, it has great fundamentals, great CEO. This is still a relatively new coin. It's decentralized finance. I think that this will break to the higher to the upside. These are my levels. If I'm viewing entry areas for SRM, it does look a little bit nasty in the short term, mainly because of the USD pair hit some resistance. In terms of buying areas, I would probably consider, I think 10,000 would be interesting for sure. Like, this is kind of the area where I would start to dollar cost average in, I think, from 11K to 10K. And if Bitcoin goes pretty strong in the next few days or weeks, which I actually suspect, I think that this is going to actually go lower. So like 10K is probably where I would start to bid in general. I do think that there is going to be short-term pullback before high time frame bullish price action, something like this. So that's my thought. Those are my thoughts on the SRM BTC pair. On the USD pair, this is a short-term double top, and it's important to understand the way that price got to this point. Crypto Cred always says first test, best test, and this is kind of what happened. You saw price blitz up very fast over the last few days up to this point. Usually, the faster the move up, usually means that the higher percent chance this is going to have some sort of pullback. Whereas if you had seen price slowly grind up like this, a sustainable breakout is much more likely, in my opinion. Like, if you look at the BNB chart, this is more of what you'll see. Whereas you saw lots of big moves over the last few days, this is going to pull back. But I mean, price history for this one, it's different. It's kind of similar to the USD pair. I mean, you saw big pullback, and you didn't see as big of a pullback in terms of the USD pair. But this is also kind of like a meme on crypto Twitter. You know, you hear people saying, "Oh, I'm up in USD." Well, like, yeah, in this situation, you would have just been break even in USD, which is what happened with other pairs, like other coins such as DOT, where it just ranged for several months, but the BTC pair just got absolutely fucking wrecked, which is what happened with this one. And that always means that you would have been better off holding Bitcoin in this situation than you would Serum. But regardless, this had a very strong move all throughout January and February, big pullback all throughout March, and now we're seeing some big moves now. As I said, I'm bullish on this in the BTC pair, but I am thinking that pullback happens with the BTC pair. Usually speaking, alt USD will go up when Bitcoin goes up, and in my opinion, Bitcoin is still bullish. So I believe that this USD pair will be bullish. I think that 650 would be an interesting entry area, and that would be like the first SR level that I'm viewing. You can kind of already see right here, this is resistance, and now hopefully it will get flipped to support when tapped. So still bullish on this one. I think this is more bullish than the BTC pair, but again, if it's going down to the BTC pair, then you would have been better off holding Bitcoin. So just remember that. 650 is where I would view. In terms of overall high time frame targets, I'm not looking at the USD chart for targets. I'm looking at the SRM BTC pair for targets, just because this is where it has more price history. So look here at the BTC pair, but overall bullish on the USD pair. Still thinking that it hits 650 though. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Good luck.